Yeah.
Put it on.
I mean, we looked at this, but this couldn't be. I swear down. What the fuck am I watching? What is this? What is
I
this?
mean the double bishop pair. They're like the two bishops.
Why are they giving up pieces? Why? Why not defend?
Wait, move the rook over to defend the bishop, please.
Which one are we saying? Let's go here.
Yeah.
Oh, you get
Oh
you
my
get
god,
mated.
that's checkmate.
Yeah. I couldn't see the pin. That is nah.
Yo.
Hello. How you doing, man?
Very good, man. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I just need to make sure. Is the audio okay? Can you hear yourself properly on my stream?
I'm turning off your stream. Well, I'm gonna
Okay.
turn off. I'm gonna like very low. And
Okay.
then, we'll just talk through the voice.
Yep, that's fine. I'll keep the music off, man. Doesn't matter. Okay, I'll send you the link to the study, but wait, have I lost it? I'll put it on the Discord. I've got a really great game for you. Trust me, you'll love it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I want to see what you think is good. I want to see what you think is good. You know.
I think you'll enjoy it. I've got a lot of lore and a lot of background to the game as well. So
Oh my god.
so hopefully I can. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I love a good story. You know?
Right.
I love a good story in chess.
I'll try my
Private,
best.
I cannot access it. You have to give me permission.
Oh shit. Okay. Is it Richie G Chess? Yes.
Richie GC chess.
I have given you permission.
Okay, I got
Okay, you win.
it. Yeah. Could you make me a contributor?
I can do that. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I think you are now. Right.
Can you see I draw arrows?
Yes, I can see your arrows on the screen.
Alright, awesome.
Does it sync if you make moves? So
You make a move, and I'll make a move.
yeah, okay, that works. Right. I haven't used this like joint study feature. This will be interesting. But okay.
Yeah, it's very good. Okay. All right. KD has the lure. Oh, thanks for joining us, guys. By the way, I'm super excited to do this. I do want to go over games in the future, and just like actually get good at chess as opposed to pushing pieces.
Fair enough. We also
Yeah,
shout out to
yeah.
Richie, great streamer. Go follow. So this game was played between Josh Rotlewy and Akiba Rubinstein. It was played in 1907 in a place called Łódź in Poland. Łódź spelled L-O-D-Z, by the way, because it's great language. This is considered Rubinstein's immortal game, and it's absolutely fucking amazing. But a little bit of context on Rubinstein. He was considered the strongest chess player who never became world champion. He had arranged a world championship match with Emanuel Lasker in 1914, but because of the breakout of World War One, fortunately he didn't actually manage to play the match. And after World War One ended, he never really returned to the same form and kind of fell off, and spent the rest of his life in a mental hospital, which is great because he had a fear of people, which was interesting. But this game, played in 1907, quoted by Garry Kasparov as being Rubinstein's truly immortal game. So yeah, that's all the lore I have to it. There wasn't much to it, like the tournament or anything. Apparently it's just like a casual tournament, I assume. So yeah, hopefully that's enough.
Yeah. I mean, Rubinstein is like one of the people I've always heard about, but I've never just like actually seen their games. They're like so old, but they're not legendary enough.
Yeah.
Check them out. Also, like he's like the strongest grandmaster who never became like the world champion. And wasn't he like he's like early 30s, right? Pretty young.
Yeah, I can't remember when he died. I think he died quite young. But in this game, I think he was 27. I think he was born in 1880. So he must have been young in this game. But yeah. Oh, also about his opponent. His opponent died at the age of 31. I don't think that was necessary, but that just happened, which is quite sad.
Yeah. And by he actually lived until he was 80 years old. So
damn, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It must have been like he just got institutionalized at that early age.
Yeah.
Pretty sad.
That is very sad.
Alright. So I'm good to go when you're good to go. If you're good in the commentary. Was Rubinstein like known for any sort of like style of playing?
As far as I can tell, I think he was like the inventor of positional chess. So like he was a true founder of that sort of like boring positional style, which is cool. But this is nothing like that. Absolutely nothing like that. You'll love this.
Okay, I'm excited. Okay.
Also, thanks for the follow, the master, John. I appreciate it. Welcome. Okay. So I think what we should do is the power of hindsight is quite useful. So I've got some notes on the game. By Carl Schlechter, or whatever his name is. So if we just go through the game briefly and then look back on it on a few positions, if that's all right with you.
All right, sounds good, man. You're in charge.
So d4, d5, basically all the way up until probably this position with knight f6. This is like standard theory. This is the symmetrical variation of the Tarash defense. All of this just normal. I don't think there's much to say to this point. Up until move 10, queen d2. This is the first thing where Tartakao criticizes the loss of time. He said queen c2 was preferred because you're just gonna have to move the queen anyway from d2, so doesn't really matter. Queen e7, kind of sacrificing a pawn with this line with takes, knight takes, and queen takes. Problem is, did you see the move? Do you see the move, Richie?
Is there a move for black here?
Oh wait, no, in the wrong position. In this position.
Yeah,
in this position, sorry. With takes, knight takes, queen takes, black to move and win.
So I believe we have a discovery here, KB.
I think we're correct.
Yeah, I discovered this, you know. So we can just take this pawn and we drop the queen. So actually, whatever piece this was is not. Yeah, this combination is not suitable for white. They cannot take this knight at the end of it, and it looks like we'll just get discovery and pick up the queen. So what did white do instead?
Well, white played queen d2, okay, which I think it does actually make sense now looking at it, because now if you go into the same line after whatever move was played, if you don't play a move, it is just a free pawn, right? So queen e7, this was given an exclamation mark for being a good move.
Okay.
And the continuation went something like takes, knight takes, queen takes, and rook d8, basically just arguing that black has a big attack for compensation.
Yeah, these open lines look good, right?
Yeah, that looks pretty strong. But instead, this position has been reached before, by the way, but bishop d3 was a novelty, and dc4, bishop, bc4, b5, bishop d3, rook d8, queen e2, bishop b7, castles, knight e5. And this is where Rubinstein kind of mounted the attack. Knight e5, bishop e5, f4, bishop c7, e4, rook a8, e5, bishop b6 check. And yeah, in this position, right, since I don't think you've seen the game before, try and find a move that I don't know, kind of destroys. I know you can see, but what move would you think in this position?
As black?
Yeah, just a nice tactical move.
I'm instantly looking at this just because I think it's fun, but I'm not necessarily going with that because we do have some problems here at the end. But there's probably some idea like this, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know if is this the correct idea instantly? I don't know. Or just like move the knight first, and then we hope that this tactic still exists for a second.
Yeah, you're pretty much right. So Rubinstein played knight g4.
Oh, just sacking?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's not really a sack though.
Yeah, it's your idea. If he moves the queen, you take the bishop. So that works. And then bishop e4. A terrible blunder. And it's at this point which I want to come back to later once we've gone over a couple of other positions.
Okay.
Because I don't know if the mate is forced from this point, but queen h4, obviously, what's the threat? Yeah, I think it's
yeah.
mate in 1, but I don't know. G3, wisely defending,
I
and
love this
then
across defend.
yeah,
This is never a thing I've seen until like recently. Just people could defend across.
yeah, that's
Okay,
nice move.
it's like a cute move. Yeah.
And then Rubinstein just said, "Fuck it, go balls to the wall. Rook takes C3 double exclam." Now
Wait, what?
he just takes that shit. Now the reason is right because I watched Daniel Naroditsky speak about this.
Yeah.
Imagine in this position after 22 G3. Imagine if the queen and the knight didn't defend the bishop. You could just take and it'd be checkmate. Yeah. So he said, okay, no knight. Sacrificing his queen. And then rook d2, because why not?
That's dirty. That's dirty.
Obviously, if you take the rook, you get mated.
Well, do you get mated?
Oh, no, you don't. No, this is what happened. Bishop e4, one legal move, block with the queen. And the final move, can you find this? Forced mate. Dirtiest move, absolute beauty.
What? There's a mate here? Is it? I'm looking at garbage like this.
I'll give you a hint, it's not a check, but it's a nice setup idea. Someone in chat here for Chessvids is... he's got the right idea, you've got the right idea. And I think your move works. Yeah, rook h3.
There's so many attacks.
Yeah, like what do you do in this position as white?
Can't do anything.
But
yeah.
Here for Chessvids, I think rook c2 also does work. Because it's the same idea. You can't move the queen, and if you do, you just get mated.
How's rook f2 though? I mean, it's still
rook f2. You just take, right?
Yeah, just no.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the game, and I wanted to go over it first because hindsight will be very powerful in some of these positions.
Okay.
But okay.
Oh, okay. I like this technique. So it's like an overview, and then we'll look at it step by step.
Just look in more depth. So I think the opening makes sense. Like, I don't think any of this is too complicated. Like, even I understand this. So hopefully you do. You're much stronger than me.
Yeah, we're good.
And okay, yeah. The first point here is this queen d2 move. Apparently that's just a waste of time. What do you reckon you would have preferred here as white? Yeah, Tartakow suggests queen c2. But I think there are loads of options here, right?
Okay, what's the purpose of rook d2 in the first place? To move this rook over?
I don't actually know. So I mean, if we look at this line we looked at previously, bad arrows, where you win the queen, I'm assuming he was kind of just seeing ghosts and thought, okay, let's go queen d2 to prevent the check or something like that. If that makes sense.
What's queen do? No, what does the move do?
I mean, I don't actually know. I don't think queen d2 serves a purpose. So
Yeah.
I think that's just a mistake.
Yeah, the only thing I think makes sense at all is rook here. This purpose of this queen move. Maybe there is some like strange threat here, because I was like looking at it, right? So like some like really aggressive idea here. I don't think a grandmaster would play this, but it's like very neat to sack these two and have now it's just something like that. And
True.
this queen, what the queen here would do is, I don't know, direct the knight, but I don't know. The suggested move was queen c2.
Yeah, that's what Tartakow wanted.
Yeah.
Although
it definitely has to do with the rook.
I think main theory here. I'm not looking at the opening thing, but I think the most popular move is CD5. Like just, but I don't think after takes and takes, I don't think you continue by taking with the knight. But I think there has to be something here. Well, yeah, because we go into this line where you just lose a piece and eventually a queen. But after this takes, surely this is just okay. Black has the isolated queen's pawn. But
what's the white move after this? In like a regular game. In a theoretical.
Let's have a look. Bishop e2.
Yeah, this castle.
Yeah, that seems fine because I'd even prefer white though. I reckon that position with the isolated queen's pawn for black. Piece activity wise, it's fairly equal. So
no problem. Okay, so instead we have this novelty of queen e2, which isn't or queen d2.
Yeah, I
Which
think
is
this has been played once since actually.
okay.
But yeah, queen d2. Okay, so I think that's what we first highlighted as our mistake. What would you give the evaluation as, like engine wise, like if you give a number at this
For
position?
this position,
Yeah,
like minus 0.5.
mine's okay. I'd say that's reasonable. I think I agree with you on that one.
Yeah. What is it?
I don't know. We can check afterwards.
Oh, okay.
So, queen e7. Now this sacrifices a pawn, but again, I think this is what was wanted with rook d8. Now, what move are you giving white here? Because white is up a pawn, but this I don't know. I don't know if you want to go for this as white.
Yeah,
Really?
this open file is really good. White hasn't castled. There's so many problems that can arise from this.
Yeah.
What do I like here is white.
Yeah. Like, what would you play?
So instantly, I'm like scared of this.
Oh yeah,
like,
of course. Yeah.
So I do like ideas like this, right? But I don't know, maybe like this.
Queen b3. Yeah, queen b3 looks reasonable.
Queen b3.
I just looked
Maybe,
at queenside castles. What do you think of that?
Queen side.
Yeah. I don't think that's the best idea, but
Yeah, it looks pretty scary.
yeah, that
So the threat is this, right?
Yeah.
So we have to either move the queen or like defend. Like, doesn't work. Okay. How about oh wait, never mind. I was like looking at checkmate. Wait, queen here is interesting.
Oh, true. Offering the queen trade your upper pawn.
So you offer the queen trade and you're aiming here.
Okay, so if we go through with that, queen g5, if takes and knight takes, that looks fine. I don't think there's an attack there, really, is there, for black?
Yeah, I mean black is like definitely in position. I mean I like their activity a lot better. White's uncastled. There might be something kind of like funky, like I don't know. Actually, I wouldn't know how to continue as black, but I definitely wouldn't feel like I'm losing. Maybe just like simple development ideas, take open files,
So
bishop over, rook over, kind of ideas, but no like direct ideas.
well, yeah, black seems to have compensation for the lack of a pawn, but I think white's also like white comes across as being fine here, like, but a continuation for black. I don't know. Maybe something like bishop f4 or just trying to develop standards.
Yeah. Yeah, if you know how to use I mean, I know you want. We can look over engine lines afterwards.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like this. Okay. So I mean, I think this is fine as black and white. It's just a different position.
Yeah. Okay, but what in the case of queen g5? What if black decides not to take the queen and follows something maybe like f6 or?
Can black still do this?
Ooh, that is interesting. So takes, queen takes.
Can't block because there's mate. You can't block here. You would have to go king here.
And then just takes. Okay, that is incredible. Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
And then
this
you just lose everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So right, that's refuted the idea pretty much. If queen g5. Okay.
Oh,
so
is that the purpose of queen e7? Is that like the actual purpose of the move?
oh, that actually might have been it, right? Because if we go into this line, yeah, that's so deep. That is the deepest move. Jesus. Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I think we've solved that one. But instead, bishop d3 was played, which I think is just bad, right? Because it allows dc4, bishop c4, and then b5 with tempo. And then after the bishop retreats, is this bishop b7 moves come for free. Like, you don't have to waste a move with b6 or b5, you've done it all with tempo. So...
Yeah. So what's the alternative to bishop d3, though? What do you move here as white?
I don't know. Like, maybe bishop e2. I still don't see the problem necessarily. I think you could just take the pawn, but you don't commit all the way. Like, you don't commit with the knight. But... just bishop e2 afterwards, and I think you're fine. Like, there's no real worries there.
Okay.
But yeah, instead it gets into this position, which I don't know. If we're saying evaluation wise, I think it's quite equal, but I reckon black is a little bit better here.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. Do you agree? Like activity wise, positionally, seems a little bit
I mean,
stronger.
white's uncastled, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's very easy to fix, but like this rook is coming over. Bishop has a good feet in shadow square. It's gonna be like it's gonna look fairly identical, actually. If they castle and black goes here, everything's identical except the queen placements.
True. True. So
I do, but like there is like some existing pressure here that interests me. I don't know if it's good though.
well, yeah. So you're saying I don't know because I think I agree with you here. It's quite equal, but I'd give black a slight edge, maybe like
Sure.
minus like point 0.1 or point 0.2 or something.
Sure. I have no problem saying that. Yep.
And then rook d8, aligning the rook with the queen. That's pretty logical. Queen e2, logical. Bishop b7. But I think yeah, okay. Here's the next position I want to look at in a lot of depth. Is this knight e5 move? What do you do as white? Like after, do you take what move do you have? Because this created a lot of problems for white. And like in the game, what happened
White
is,
took, right?
sorry,
White takes, right?
yeah, white ended up taking, but what do you reckon should have been done? Because after takes and takes, black just has a monster bishop pair.
Oh yeah, monsters. Yep. Yeah. So like you can even see it in the this knight is like the blocker, and though white has the same position, it's blocked by this knight here.
True. So yeah,
And
maybe
your own
getting rid
knight.
of that knight.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that it makes yeah that makes black's bishop much stronger.
Yeah. The
So
problem is like we have two attackers on this knight, so I mean, can we just move it?
yeah.
I'd be hesitant to move it, right? There might be like tricks like this, right?
Oh. Oh yeah. There was I think there was a note on this move after 95.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Yeah. Okay. So there's a tactic here. I'm gonna skip over a couple moves, but knight takes e5, bishop e5 is in this position, just starting to win a pawn with this exact tactic, with bishop h2, king h2, and then bishop queen d6 check, picking up this bishop.
That's nice.
So
Yeah.
I think you might be right here with these ideas. Just if the knight moves, are there any ideas with this? And I think yeah, that looks quite scary.
Yeah. So what does white do? Is there any option? So the threat is this, right? There's a threat here, and this is also under attack.
Yeah.
Uh,
So maybe white is forced to take and just give up that concession because yeah, I don't see it. If you allow the trade, you have to take back with the pawn. So you've weakened your king side, so you don't want to do that. And if you try and move the knight, you just lose. Yeah. So I think maybe the trade is forced here.
is this a move? Because what it does is it blocks the rook vision.
True. Ah, yeah. So after knight d4, there is no takes and takes. So what does black do? Um. Like I think my initial ideas are like knight g4, knight c4, but I don't see the strength of either of those moves.
Okay.
Maybe rook c8.
Yeah, I was looking at rook c8. Maybe there's something here. Like you still can apply enough pressure. Like
True.
even pawn push. Like the queen is still aligned with the knight. So even like
Oh.
take and then you can still push. It's not as like as razzle dazzle as the other thing, right?
True.
But I think you do get your piece back. But it
Do
takes
you?
forever.
There might even be a tactic here. Oh, let's try and look at this. Takes, queen takes, takes, and then e5. There's the pin. So is there a way? What do you do after e5?
You just get back. I think you have to get back. Well,
Oh,
takes.
so here, here,
That's check too.
king f8.
Mm-hmm. White is up a queen piece.
No, wow. Okay, so I think that would just be forcing, surely? Unless... Wait,
No,
is white up a piece?
Yeah, white's up a piece.
Oh, yeah, that is... Yeah, that just doesn't work then.
Yeah, hold on.
Unless...
Do you have to take though?
Yeah, there's no in between move, is there?
And then you just move the queen, and the knight's safe, right?
True. Oh, maybe just... Yeah, what's wrong with queen e6 though?
Queen e6, they can just move queen back.
Yeah, okay.
There might be some idea like this though. Some interference.
This is getting complicated. Yeah.
I mean, these games with these open lines like this, it's gonna be a lot of tactics. There might be something like this, honestly.
Yeah, I was initially looking at e4, but after knight g3, is there much of a follow-up?
Is this devastating?
Check. King here. Queen h6, threatening mate in 1. How do you defend mate in 1? Rook e1, check king here.
That covers that square. If we're playing,
Is there any sacrifice we can throw in here?
I want there to be. I want there to be a sacrifice. I don't see anything though. This is a fork, by the way. If we
True.
can get rid of this pawn and rook.
Oh, that. If this pawn wasn't here as well, we'd have this check.
Yeah, there might be something really dirty here. Like, I mean, rook. I mean, I like. This is a fun position as black.
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is
think
nice.
It's gonna convert. I mean, dude, if you can get rid of this bishop.
What about something like rook d6? This might not be a good move, but just going like for rook h6.
Or even here.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just threatening to win the queen. So this is so complicated. So now, oh, you hang this pawn. No, you don't. Takes, queen takes, rook here, and then you just lose your rook. So maybe that doesn't work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
This is a lot of what ifs.
Yeah, that's a lot of what ifs. But okay, I think.
Dude, that was like a 20 moves, a 10 move sideline.
But okay, so I think we can agree knight takes e5 might just be forced. Yeah. Oh shit.
We'll get the engine line after.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then bishop e5. Right. Okay. Now this is a position where I think white really messed up, and which is why we needed hindsight with this f4 move, because obviously in the game he took advantage of this with getting the king over to h1 and checkmating that way. So the threat here, as I said, is this bishop takes h2 idea. So we have to defend against that, but f4 seems like way too much of a concession. Do you see anything better?
Yeah,
maybe like h3?
Pretty crazy. It's a pretty crazy move.
Yeah, it just seems over the top. Like I don't see why you're playing f4 here.
It's pretty crazy.
Like g3 probably doesn't work, right? Because you just weaken this diagonal for the bishop.
Yeah. Dude, that's dirty.
But
yeah, this bishop is so good. Okay, so you have to prevent this move. Is the threat just win a pawn, right?
yeah, just to win a pawn.
Why can't you go h3?
That seems like the most logical response. But I mean, he must have a reason for playing f4. But I don't see what you do against h3. Like there isn't.
Alright, so black still has like nice.
True, rook c8.
I love black's rooks.
But okay, rook c8, maybe just like.
I mean, you're threatening this.
Rook c1.
Over.
And I mean, black's position is just nice. Like I don't think we can doubt that.
I mean, dude, they almost have symmetrical positions.
True. But white is up a tempo though. I suppose that's why maybe the queen d2 move was so bad earlier. Is white is just up. Someone in chat, Sorab, suggests queen d6 immediately. So instead of rook c8, just queen d6.
Okay, so hitting the bishop.
True.
Is this a real threat?
It
Now,
could be.
we do have eventual queen ideas on this file as well.
Yeah. So
Okay, so they have to address this.
if you play a move like, I don't know, you probably want to go Rook F E1, right?
That feels natural. So let's check it.
And then I'm thinking, like, what if there's an idea of, like, check King H1 and maybe, like, some sort of sacrifice?
Okay, I mean, prove that this works.
Oh, I mean, I don't think it does. But,
It's an idea. Okay.
but yeah, there's also just King F1 and that looks fine. So, there's got to be something else instead of the check.
Rook here, queen here threatens mate. Rook's relatively easy to block. Maybe not that move, but oh wait, how did they prevent this? Even like queen here puts your queen too passive. Pawn here kind of weakens your structure.
Yeah, and this E4 pawn would become really weak in the case of F3.
But if they can get F3, E4 off,
that is probably good, yeah.
Oh wait, here also hits this. That's the problem. We're hitting this and this.
Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, okay, so yeah, Queen C6, how do you prevent this? Can you defend both at the same time? Do you have Knight E4? And
too many attack. The calculations are bad.
True.
Whoa.
Takes.
There's so knight takes. They can take here.
Oh wait, I've just skipped some stuff.
Very complicated.
Okay, but what if here,
Flags up a queen.
here,
Just a pure piece.
here.
Flags just up a piece, also threatening mate.
Yeah. And yeah, there's nothing else you can do there. So okay.
Queen d6 to c6 is a great maneuver.
Apparently, I've said true 121 times this stream. So, great.
Queen c6 to d6. Queen d6 to c6 is a great maneuver.
So yeah,
So
maybe that's why.
Twice and then hitting this twice.
That might be why F4 just is better. But in the case of F4, what if? Well, yeah, because you're forcing the retreat of the bishop, right?
You're
So
forcing the bishop to move.
Whereas with H3 is this, yeah, Queen D6 idea just comes with a lot of tempo. Okay, so I think, okay, that explains F4, but is there another solution?
Sorry, H3 doesn't work, right?
Yeah, so H3 just bad, no. But what else can you do? Because F4 just seems devastating. Or do you think at this point, do you think white is just much worse?
It's like if I were to just walk by this position, I would never think white is much worse.
Yeah, like it seems fine. There's got to be something in here, but I don't know that you have to defend against this somehow, or do you give the pawn? Do you just allow the trade?
Take queen here.
Like, do you just allow that?
I mean, you can always defend the bishop, right? So check, the tactic doesn't work anymore because you have another defender on the bishop.
True. Yeah, but we just completely overlooked that. By we, I mean me. I assume. But okay.
I only found it now.
Rook F D1.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we do? Ah, do we have?
They have the same trick.
That's
this and this.
What I was thinking, because we come here. No, we don't, because takes, you lose a queen.
Okay.
So, okay, that, yeah, I mean, there might be a problem with Rook FD1, but I don't see it. Like, that just seems like it's fine. There's no initial follow-up.
Yeah. So, like, what would you do if you're black in this position? I would probably just do something like this. Right.
Yeah, like Rook C8, or maybe like even Queen C7, threatening the knight, and then once you defend the knight,
pawn. Yeah.
Do you take the pawn or even go for this immediately? I don't know. I think, yeah, so Queen C7 is a response to defend the pawn, or do you just give it up?
Yeah, so like, alright, I don't see anything. That looks like a good move from black. I mean, I think you give up the pawn. You definitely pushing seems wrong. Maybe f4 now.
Yeah, because if f4 now, bishop d6, sorry, they can't really take advantage of this diagonal as much because the bishop's not on b6, and it's gonna be hard to maneuver. So okay, so let's say we reach this position. What are you saying evaluation wise? Still equal? I'd say this is fairly good for both sides.
Yeah.
Like still a lot of hope in the position, and I think, yeah, I think I prefer this rook fd1 idea immediately, instead of the immediate f4.
Yeah, because the big problem is the bishop had these retreat squares, right?
Yeah.
The next remaneuver to this diagonal. So, okay, I mean queen c7 isn't forced though.
True. Right? There is still
so
plenty
like
of
rook
options.
f1. Okay, but all right. Rook f1 looks like a satisfying answer for this move,
Yeah.
as opposed to f4.
We can compare, see which one the engine prefers, but I would say rook fd1 seems like the better move.
Yeah, it also just seems like a natural move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Going to
This is the
Peter.
move you make. F4 is like the move you make when you like want to prove something. You know, like,
Yeah, it's just like
you're like an angry. I want to win. I can beat Rubinstein.
yeah, it's just like fuck
this
it.
is that move.
I don't need king safety. We're going for it. But okay, I think we've solved that position. Also, I must ask, do I look like Jan Krzysztof Duda? In your humble opinion?
Like Duda?
Yeah. According to
Like
Peter, I
Duty.
do. Alright.
Like duty.
Did you? Okay. Leave.
Wait, what's his name? Jan Krzysztof Duda?
Yeah.
Or like one
No,
crispy
no,
doo-doo?
no. Why have you done this?
You're like a one crispy doo-doo, man.
Oh. Okay. Apparently, he's just trying to distract me. Wow. That's harsh, Peter. You can't be doing that.
Yeah.
Richie and his puns.
Yeah, I like it. That's a good one. One crispy duty.
Oh god, you need to do that as your next stream title. I don't know if it necessarily will work. It seems like a long one, but it might.
Alright.
Right. After bishop c7, e4. Why e4? I mean, getting rid of a backwards pawn, that makes some sense.
Yeah.
Rook c8.
I mean, because this pawn structure, before this pawn structure is like, does anyone like this pawn structure? You know what I mean?
That is bad. Yeah, the backwards e pawn, and plus this e4 square is quite weak. Open diagonal. So maybe e4, maybe not the worst move because you're. Ah, Jesus Christ. Numbing. Can I draw arrows? Am I retarded? Numbing the diagonal, and I don't know. You trade off one weakness for another, but
yeah, there is a big weakness, but this is a move that kind of makes sense. Also, like f4 is like a clearly aggressive move, so they're gonna like continue with this plan.
well, yeah. Like if you're gonna play f4, you have to commit to this e5 idea eventually. Sorab suggests maybe a rook f3 maneuver. That could be interesting as well after like e4, rook f3. So bishop b6, check, king here. Wait, rook ac8, sorry, that was what was played. And then rook f3. That looks interesting. Like, it's some point in the future, that could be very useful. But, unfortunately, e5 was played. Bishop b6 check. And yeah, it was...
Dude, just look at these diagonals.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think someone in chat said earlier that this is like a Leela position with his bishops. It's just bishop pair from hell. But this was a position that I really wanted to come back to. Is this forced mate, or is this like just clearly winning? So
no, clearly winning.
Like after knight g4, if you take here and you allow this, I would say black is just much better. Active rook, active bishops, like how you defend.
Like straight up like -3, -4.
Yeah, must be. I don't know, like doing like a proper evaluation, pawn structure is equal. King safety equal, kind of, but piece activity, you've got the bishop, pair, or rook. Yeah, I'll put -3 down here. If you agree with me on that one, minus.
It might even be higher, honestly.
Yeah.
Because this knight's under attack, right? So the knight actually has to go to like a worse position if they want to defend it.
True.
Also, like, dude, your bishops are as good as they can be. This rook is like almost optimal. This
Yeah.
one step close to completely optimal.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, compare these bishops to this rook. Like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
So, okay, yeah, I agree with, like, -3 here. See what the engine thinks about that. But, here, what was played instead. Yeah, okay, this bishop e4, I think Rubinstein or someone said this was, something like a beautiful game or something like that isn't made without a mistake in calculation, and talking about this bishop e4 move, I think. So this is, in his opinion, a mistake. And yeah, I mean, from here, I don't know if this is forced mate or not after queen h4. Like, what do you do to defend? Like, you have to defend mate somehow. Your only two options are, what, g3 and h3?
Okay, why is h3 bad?
I mean, you don't have to move the knight, firstly.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, knight f2 could be an idea. But I don't know. Oh, no, takes, and takes. Is that clearly better?
If I were black, I would I feel a lot less good about this position.
Yeah, I thought there was a tactic here forking the queen, but I don't think this line necessarily works. Because after h, I'm trying to think, takes, is there anything here? But I don't think there is. So, I don't know.
Let's look at h2. Yeah, let's look at h3. Why is this bad? I mean, this is super annoying.
So, check. What happens?
So there's a discovery here, so probably not going to let us just take here.
True.
Okay, so if they go here...
Can you then just go rook c3?
Rook takes c3?
Bishop c3, knight c3. Threatening queen g3. And then...
And you can't take back. This is good. This is really good for black.
Yeah, and it's 3 pieces and a rook against a rook. So does he have 2 pieces for a rook?
The bishops are still good. This is under attack. Easy for the rook to come in soon.
I think I would prefer black massively here. Okay, so is that the clear problem? So what can be played instead? What if you just take? Or you just lose?
Oh no. He's hanging. Bishop takes.
Ah, true.
No, actually, white's better. I mean, black's attack is not real anymore.
Yeah, too many pieces have been traded off.
Yeah, I don't know if white's winning necessarily, but...
I mean, there has to be something better here. Wait, what if knight f2, rook f2, what if you take here first? Knight takes.
Bad.
2 pieces for a rook. That doesn't work. Ah.
Yeah, and your attack is gone. Like,
yeah.
You wouldn't like... Okay, what's the problem with h3?
I mean, there has to be something, right?
Okay, it's not bishop takes. It's not... Wait, it's not bishop takes bishop, right? We just said that.
Have we looked at that?
Weird here.
Bishop e4, knight e4. Yeah, no, we just... I don't think there is a tactic there. I don't know. What more could there be here? Is this just... I don't know.
What's knight here? Is this good?
Ooh, that could be interesting.
Looks like you just drop a piece.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I keep forgetting all this time my bishop's hanging, so it needs to be something involving that. So maybe you just do have to go for this trade, right? With takes, knight takes, and there isn't really a follow-up. Knight e3.
It's a square you can escape the knight. Idea's here too.
Ah, oh yeah, so where do you go with the rook? Maybe...
Okay, rook comes here.
Well, you have to move your f rook first, right?
Oh, I guess. Okay, f rook goes here.
And then... yeah, just takes, and nothing.
I mean, I still like black, but I'm not like convinced.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe h3 is fine. Like...
Yeah, there was no like notation about h3.
I don't think there was. Like, nothing... g3 wasn't said to be a mistake. So, I don't understand. That... I mean, we might be missing something. So we can have a look with the engine, but on after h3 I'll say black is better, but white's fine. But
Yeah.
we'll see what the engine says. But
Yeah, we might just be missing something really obvious.
yeah. But after rook c3, well, what do we do here? If you take the queen,
okay,
it's obvious what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the game just happens with rook d2, and you're fucked. Like, what do? You take, you get mated.
These are beautiful lines. Yep.
Yeah, if you move the queen, you get mated eventually somehow. It's... yeah. But what do you do after rook c3? I mean, maybe you just take the rook back? But then what happens?
What's the line? Wait, this didn't happen?
This didn't happen. He took the queen, but what if you just take the rook?
Oh, it's something like this, right? The queen has to move and we mate.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because then, yeah, after here, there's no other move. You have to either block.
There's a rook here.
Yeah. True.
But you can still you can just take it again.
Just take, yeah. And if he takes, you get made.
Yeah.
If you go here, it's just check, and you just lose everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's from you can't take. So maybe after rook c3, it's just force mate. Like
Yeah,
what? Like what do you do? Your best bet is taking the queen, but then rook d2. Now what? Queen e1. Check.
That's mate.
Checkmate. So you can't move the queen. So I think you just have to give up the queen, but then you get mated. So I think after g3, it's just force mate, right?
Yeah.
Which I don't know. That means like h3 has to work because there wasn't a force mate like that. Oh, what about h3? What if you go? Oh, we looked at. Yeah, no, we looked at. Rook c3, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Also, h3 just seems like a more natural move here. Like,
yeah. Like I don't know why you'd go g3.
g3 looks cool, but the problem is you open up this diagonal like crazy.
True.
Oh, is there something crazy like you take here?
I
There's, like,
really
some
hope
crazy-
not.
There's some crazy mate.
I don't know. Like
No, I don't see it.
I feel really stubborn here. I want to find something wrong with h3, but I think it just works.
It's such a simple move.
like he's supposed to be a master. There must be something wrong. There must be. I don't know. Like, could it be this? Like there is no follow up past this point.
Okay, so this is a fork if you want to get take
True.
four moves with no response.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go for that, we can.
Oh wait.
What's wrong with knight e3? Oh.
What's wrong with the e3?
Yeah.
Our bishop is still hanging. By the way.
Oh shit. Well, yeah, like I think it is just forced that we move the bishop, and the only way we move the bishop is by taking the other bishop, and after knight takes, knight e3, rook c1, what's the follow up? I I think H3 is just winning. Well, winning, but it's not losing.
Yeah. I mean, this is hanging.
True, and there's a lot of what's the material count here? It's 6 pawns to 5, but then takes.
Black is up a pawn.
So black is like probably better here, and I think now you have to go rook c1, right? To stop the fork.
Yeah, and your knight's hanging as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of problems for white here.
Yeah, because if the knight moves, then
yeah, we still have.
This is an issue.
Knight rook c2.
Rook c2, and you need to defend the bishop. So, oh no, do you go here?
I mean, it's not good for white.
Yeah. So, okay, it's either like positionally losing or tactically losing.
Ooh, knight here is dirty too, because it hits here and it threatens here.
Oh yeah, and what do you do then? Okay, so yeah, okay, maybe after queen h4, I think, yeah, with that knight move, which move was it? I can't remember, whatever. Queen h4 is just winning. I think that's just forced, right? Queen h4. There's no defense, there's no other way to defend, and h3, I think we proved h3 doesn't work, thankfully. And then g3 obviously doesn't work, so I think we can say after queen h4 it's just completely winning for black. If you agree with me.
I mean, that's a pretty the line we went with h3. We say bishop takes, right?
Yeah, bishop takes, bishop e4, knight e4, knight e3, rook fc1, and then
we have rook here,
takes, and then queen f4.
Yeah, this is definitely winning for black.
Yeah, but I don't think you can avoid that, right? After bishop e4, like here, you have to go rook c1, otherwise you're threatening. Just what are you threatening? Yeah, rook c2 is the threat. So you need to move your rook, or just give up the exchange. But if you give up the exchange, you're then just losing. So I don't.
Is this something like? Is this a crazy move? Knight here. Oh wait, your rook's under attack. Dude,
yeah.
Just like every move is like has two threats associated with it.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. Are you comfortable in saying that's proved h3 doesn't work? This knight e3 idea.
I don't know if it doesn't work, but it's definitely better than the other one.
Yeah.
G3.
Well, yeah. I mean, evaluation-wise, after this knight e3 move, I would be comfortable in saying black is just better. So after h3, I don't think the only other option is queen takes. But then that just doesn't look right, because then you're forced to give up an exchange. So I think after h3, it's fine to say black is better. I don't know.
Okay.
I'd say evaluation-wise, probably like, I don't know, minus. I'll be ballsy and I'll go like -5.
-5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
I mean, I think we've destroyed this game. We've gone through it. Like, is there anything else you wanted to look at position-wise? Because we can go through with the engine now and check, unless there's something you want to look at by hand.
Yeah. I mean, this is like a beautiful game overall. Right?
Yeah, I love this game.
These two rooks, these two bishops, sacking a queen. It has everything, you know. Open bishops. A rook sack that's declined, a queen sack that works. It has everything.
Yeah. Wait, I mean, this is like the most instructive game on why the bishop pair is just the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah, I mean, I think we've been through everything, and I think we've analyzed that quite strongly. So, are you comfortable? Do you feel ready to go through with the engine?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, this is a big deal. So, engine's now on.
-5.
-5. Let's go.
All right.
So,
13. What?
So h3, we were right. -5. Wow. Okay, let's go from the start. Let's make sure we were right. So I think, what point did we first look at? We looked at this CD5 line in this position.
Hold on. Look at how. Go back.
Yep.
We're looking at C2 versus D2, or.
Yeah. So, engine likes CD5. I can only see one line of the engine recommendation. I don't know if you can see many.
You can turn it on. Hold on.
I genuinely, I don't know how to do all this stuff. Multiple line. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Engine
It's
only
only
likes CD5.
recommending one line.
Yeah.
It's not even recommending other lines.
Can I use 2 CPUs? No, never mind. Never mind. Okay, CD5 is apparently the best move, and that was the idea of here. We don't take back with the knight, but bishop e2, and yeah, this is fine. Okay, but instead queen d2. Engine still prefers white. Like, this isn't actually a mistake. So queen e7, bishop d3, and here what did we look at? We looked at cd5, ed5, takes, and rook d8.
1 second. Can we look at this?
Which one?
We had some like a bishop idea here. I just want to confirm it worked. Oh, rook came over first, and the problem is we tried like queen g.
Yeah. And this just is beautiful.
Yeah.
And everything just
cool.
Oh wait, what was that? The move we looked at? Rook d2.
What did we look at? Oh, we were assuming that the pawn was taking. That's why.
Oh yeah, okay, that would make more sense. But here, rook d2. That's
dirty.
That's disgusting.
The queen.
And yeah, there's no follow-up past that point, really. Okay.
Okay.
What was the first position where we gave like an evaluation? I can't remember. I think it was after queen d2, right? I think. What did we say?
We said it was even, didn't we? We said +0.5 somewhere.
I think we did. Like, or maybe it was here. I think it might be in here where we said. I don't know. I'll have to go back and check. But I think evaluation-wise, we said like it was minus like 0.5 or -1, something close to here.
Yeah. No, I remember thinking this is mostly even.
Yeah.
The positions are identical except the queen placements and the bishop placements.
I think it was in this position where we just said everything was identical except the castle. So okay.
It's -1.
So
which is not identical.
True. But then I think again that probably just has something to do with this waste of time. That the queen's here. But yeah, I just think I should have written this down. I'm being stupid.
We can put it down in the notes.
Well, if we do it again, we'll prepare it better. But okay.
Yeah.
I think up until here, and then yeah, knight takes e5 should be forced. But did we? Oh god, where did all the moves go? We looked at a lot of stuff. We looked at rook fd1 in some position, right? An engine saying rook fd1 here isn't bad, but knight e5 we said is forced. And I think our line here with knight d4. Wait, why is this main line?
Why is this main line? Because it's the game.
This didn't happen in the game. Sure. Oh, okay. It just went here. Make main line. So knight e5 takes. Did we look at rook fd1 here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We said remember just protect the bishop, so this doesn't happen. We also looked at h3, which are the 2 lines that are being recommended here. How many?
Oh yeah,
rook
fd1.
You have 4 lines on.
Yeah, mine's come up with 5 now.
Okay.
And what did we look at? This one's rook a8, rook ac8, bishop c7, h6, and g6. Oh, yeah, okay, because we can't go with this immediately. But we saw queen c7, rook c1, and you give up the pawn. So I think we were kind of right here. Like, realistically.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I think the engine actually doesn't like it as much as we probably did. But I mean, black is still just clearly better here at, like, what, -0.6? So it's not winning, but it's a slight advantage. What other move do we look at? We looked at h3. Okay. Oh yeah, and then h3 we looked at this queen queen d6 line here and then here. Ooh, but engine's saying this and takes. Oh, but you have the pin, so you end up just losing the piece back.
Okay, that makes sense.
But wait, you can go bishop takes b2. What? What? Oh, because
you get the rook at the end. No, not even. This is even. No,
apparently
White's winning. White's winning.
A rook and a piece or a queen, but I mean, yeah, white has to be better. That's the most like disgusting thing I've ever seen. Yeah, okay. But I mean, evaluation wise, rook f d1 was seen as better, right? Rook f d1, yeah, massively preferred to f4. So I think we were completely right with that, as we are complete geniuses.
H3 was okay, right? Or still winning.
H3 is good for black, but it's not like forcing. So H3 and f4 is just as bad as each other. But rook f d1, because we are clearly better than the guy who played this game, is the best move.
It's the boring move. Let's be honest.
Yeah. And okay, this was all fine. This all looked natural, and yeah, in this position, -5 after queen h4. I think the evaluation was just completely correct. Did we check this h3 line? What's supposed to be played here? Rook takes c3. Oh, wait, what?
Still rook takes c3?
Yeah.
Play the line.
I mean, we looked at this, but this couldn't be. I swear down. What the fuck am I watching? What is this? What is this?
I mean, the double bishop pair. They like the two bishops.
Why are they giving up pieces? Why? Why not defend?
Wait, move the rook over to defend the bishop, please.
Which one are we saying? Let's go here.
Yeah.
Oh, you get mated.
That's checkmate.
Yeah. I couldn't see the pin. That is nah. Okay, but
that's checkmate. Duh.
wait, I swear I looked at a line similar to this. And what's wrong with takes? Mate in 3. Okay, so you go here, and then queen takes h7.
Mercy check.
As you do. a4, and then mate.
Have no way to...
Yeah, because if you take the knight, then mate.
Oh, dude.
This is disgusting. That is.
Oh, we suck. Oh, we couldn't see that.
But okay, I mean, what's wrong with takes? Oh, okay. Black still stands better. But after knight e4, knight here, we saw this line like through its entirety. I think we said takes first, but engine doesn't care. It just takes, and takes. Yeah, okay, it's -2. I think we said -3 here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay. I think we're right. It's either winning positionally or just winning tactically.
This is winning. This is winning.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, I would say our evaluation close enough. Like, pretty much spot on there. Considering what you're like 1800 and I'm like 1200, pretty much.
You're like 1200. I'm also not like 1800.
You're not.
So,
you 1900.
I mean, you got 1900 in what? Elite chess?
Yeah.
Count as something? Sure.
Yeah, you're sick at this game. You're 1883 in Blitz. What are you on about? You're a god. You're a god.
No. So I guess. Thank you.
I'm a pleb out here at 1680.
We've learned how to play. Alright. Yeah, man. That's the game. It's a good game. Thank you for showing.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I'd be down to do that again sometime if you had won. I think that was productive as fuck.
Yeah, it feels good actually. That's the most thinking I've done chess wise.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't usually analyze this deeply.
Yeah, I feel like that was actually like really useful for me. Like I feel like I've just, I don't know, understood a game beyond belief, like more than I ever have.
There you go, man.
I don't know.
Yeah,
What
so,
are you gonna leave now? Or you wanting to play some games or?
no, I'm gonna leave.
Okay, that's
I'm
fine.
gonna leave.
You've been a busy boy today. It's fine.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna take a walk.
oh nice. Well, enjoy.
Are you still streaming?
Yeah, I'll probably play a couple games.
Alright, I will keep you on.
Nice. Thank you very much. Well, yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. By the way, it was yeah, we went over a game. I actually do it did feel really chest productive. It really did.
lot of training with that one.
Yeah, very good.
Well,
Alright,
yeah.
Pete, I'm gonna sign off.
See you later.
Bye.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.